We've got breaking news from New York. A lawsuit has accused rapper Jay-Z of raping a 13-year-old girl in 2000, allegedly alongside Sean Diddy Combs. The anonymous accuser says the alleged assault happened after the teen was driven to an MTV Video Music after party. The federal suit was originally filed in October, listing Combs as a defendant. It's now been refiled to include Carter. None of the allegations have been proven in court. Carter is the first celebrity to be accused of sexual assault in connection to Combs.
Hold up, y'all. Just when we thought the drama couldn't get any crazier, some shocking tea has spilled, and trust me, it's going to flip the entire hip-hop world upside down. Diddy and Jay-Z, two of the biggest legends in the industry, might be facing charges that'll send them straight to jail. And the receipts? Oh, they've allegedly got footage to back it up. But here's the thing. The truth about what's going on behind the scenes is even messier than you could imagine. Stay tuned because this story has more twists than a roller coaster, and by the end of it, you'll be questioning everything you thought you knew about your faves. It all began with a woman known only as Jane Doe stepping forward after over 20 years of silence. She's accusing Diddy and Jay-Z of something so horrifying that it's sending shockwaves across the internet. According to Jane, back in 2000, when she was just 13 years old, she claims she was lured into an MTV Video Music Awards after party and subjected to an unthinkable ordeal involving these two powerhouses. Jane says she's finally ready to share her truth.
What made you want to come forward and talk today?
Because I think that I've been quiet long enough about what I've been through, and it's been hard enough to be quiet, but it's a chapter of my life that I'd like to close.
Because for over 2 decades, fear and doubt kept her silent. And let's be real, how could a teenage girl stand up to some of the most powerful men in the music industry? Jane's story is chilling. She recalls sneaking out of her house in Rochester, New York, hoping to catch a glimpse of the glitz and glamour of the VMAs. But instead of a fun night, she says she found herself outside Radio City Music Hall, mesmerized by the big screen broadcast of the event. That's when she claims a limo driver approached her, offering to take her to an exclusive after-party hosted by Diddy.
But upon Diddy's driver, who told me that I was exactly what Diddy was looking for.
What did you think when he said that to you?
I thought it meant that I was just pretty.
According to Jane, the driver dropped an alarming comment. He allegedly told her that Diddy liked younger girls, and she'd be exactly what he was looking for. Jane's account of what happened next is deeply unsettling. She says the limo took her to a grand White House, where she was made to sign what she believed was a non-disclosure agreement before entering. Inside, the party was packed with celebrities, names like Fred Durst and Benji Madden, although this detail has since been contested. Jane recalls mingling, but soon after she started feeling lightheaded, allegedly after drinking something handed to her by a waitress. What followed, according to her lawsuit, was a nightmare. She claims she was taken to a private room where both Diddy and Jay-Z attacked her. Jane describes how Jay-Z was the first to assault her, allegedly holding her down and covering her mouth to silence her screams.
And raped me. He at that point I was fighting, trying to get away from him, and he put his hand over my mouth and told me to stop it, cut the
She says Diddy followed, forcing himself on her while another woman watched from the corner of the room. Afterward, Jane says she managed to escape and ran to a nearby gas station to call her father. But here's where things start to get murky. While Jane's story is harrowing, several inconsistencies have been raised.
We rode home in silence. He didn't ask me what happened. He didn't ask me what I did or where I was.
For example, her father doesn't recall picking her up that night, and some details about the party, including certain attendees, don't seem to line up. Despite these discrepancies, Jane's lawyer insists she's telling the truth and has even offered for her to take a polygraph test.
The accuser's attorney, Tony Busby, said, "Because we have interrogated her intensely, she has even agreed to submit to a polygraph. This has been extremely distressing for her, to the point she has experienced seizures and had to seek medical treatment due to the stress."
Meanwhile, Diddy and Jay-Z's legal teams are going full throttle, calling the allegations a money grab and accusing Jane's lawyer of using the media to spread false narratives. But here's the kicker. Prosecutors claim they've uncovered damning evidence that could blow this case wide open. Allegedly, during a raid on Diddy's properties for unrelated charges, authorities found multiple tapes of these so-called parties, and word on the street is Jay-Z might be in them too. Now let's talk about Jay-Z's past because, honey, this isn't the first time his name has been tangled in whispers of controversy. Rumors about his relationships with younger women, like Foxy Brown, have floated around for years. And while nothing has been proven, it's enough to make fans do a double take. Add to that his relationship with Beyoncé, which began when she was just 19 and he was 32, and you've got people side-eyeing hard. With these latest allegations, the internet is ablaze with speculation that Jay-Z's alleged history is finally catching up to him. But Jay-Z isn't going down without a fight. His legal team, led by high-profile attorney Alex Spiro, has filed motions to dismiss the case, calling it outlandish, and accusing Jane Doe's lawyer, Tony Busby, of chasing headlines. They're doubling down on their defense, claiming the lawsuit is built on shaky grounds and lacks credible evidence. Spiro even hinted that this might be part of a smear campaign designed to ruin Jay-Z's reputation and extort money from him. And let's not forget, Jay-Z's team is also accusing Busby of trying to intimidate witnesses and manipulate the narrative in his favor. Meanwhile, Diddy's legal troubles are mounting. He's already facing charges of racketeering, sexual assault, and more, with a trial set for May 2025. And now, with Jane Doe's allegations added to the mix, his reputation is hanging by a thread. Diddy's team has labeled the lawsuit another shameful money grab, but if the prosecution's claims about those tapes hold up, it could be game over for him and anyone else caught on camera. What makes this even more explosive is the alleged involvement of Quinn Emanuel, the powerhouse law firm representing both Diddy and Jay-Z. Prosecutors are accusing the firm of crossing ethical lines by targeting Jane Doe's lawyer and family with intimidation tactics. Busby has gone public with allegations that private investigators hired by Jay-Z's team have been harassing his former clients and even offering them money to come forward with damaging claims against him. Busby isn't holding back, calling these moves a desperate attempt to deflect from the real issue, the allegations against Jay-Z and Diddy. So what's next? Well, if the prosecution really does have footage from that night, it could be the smoking gun that brings this case to its climax. Remember how people doubted Cassie's allegations against Diddy until video evidence came out and changed everything? This could be history repeating itself. If the tapes are real and show what prosecutors are claiming, it'll be nearly impossible for Diddy and Jay-Z to wiggle their way out of this one. The stakes couldn't be higher. Fans are divided, with some standing by their idols and others demanding accountability. The hip-hop community is watching closely, knowing that the fallout from this case could change the industry forever. Will Jay-Z and Diddy face justice, or will their legal teams manage to sweep this under the rug? And what about Jane Doe? Will her courage to speak out finally bring her the justice she's been seeking for over 2 decades? Let me know what you think in the comments, because this story is far from over. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next update. Trust me, the tea is only getting hotter, and you're going to want to stay tuned for what comes next.